of the game. Fuck am I saying? Running the earth, give me a month. Told all you niggas I'm in it to win it, cause having an Emmy just wasn't enough. You get sloppy drunk, I say whiskey neat. My clique should be canceled. Freaks and geeks. Freaks and geeks.
Welcome to the Nerd Meets World podcast. I'm your host, Dalton Barrett.
I'm Levi Bull.
I'm Zane. Cannon.
Thanks. All right, let's get into
You built
news.
a house?
Let's get into news.
Let's get to the news.
If we're talking about news, let's talk about this house.
We
we
wasted... Zane, we don't have time for this.
Is this Habitat for Humanity? Is this charity that you're doing?
We wasted too much time talking about getting our levels right, so we've got to go straight into news.
Let's get it.
Oh, this camera's cool. All right. Into the news!
Into the news.
Into the news.
Into the news.
It's weird because What's the News is my segment, and
Okay.
Levi's doing the news.
I
Do
do
the
the
news.
news when we're in here, but...
Do the news.
Hang on. I gotta,
Do the news. Hurry up doing the news. You should have had this already done.
hang on.
Stupid
I got
interns.
it. All right,
Yeah, stupid intern.
I'm not
Stupid.
an intern!
Well, hello, this is Dalton Barrett from the Nerd Meets World podcast, breaking in with breaking news. I would just like to say that Levi is totally an intern. Now back to your regularly scheduled program.
Sam Neill from Jurassic Park was cast in Thor Ragnarok alongside Jeff Goldblum, who was also in Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park.
Okay.
Was
Jeff
this sexual
Goldblum?
harassment park? We love
Sexual
We
harassment
love
is
Jeff
not a
Goldblum.
fun
Jeff
thing.
Goldblum is so good.
The sweat drips down your hand and the hair follicles make
Have
it.
you guys
really
seen
good
him
in
in the
The
league?
Fly.
Oh my god, his portrayal of Ruxin's father in the league.
Oh my god, it's
So
perfect.
good, so good. It's exactly what you think a Jewish father would be.
And
Is
then
Jeff Goldblum. And I'm also
Oh my gosh.
Superheroes, comic books.
Bill Nunn, who played Robbie Robertson in the original
Did you say Bill
Spider-Man trilogy.
Nye?
Bill Nunn?
Bill
He's
Nye?
dead. He's dead,
Bill
Zane.
Nye is not dead.
Bill Nunn just died yesterday, I think. And,
We don't,
Yesterday, you think this is a man's life, and you're thinking he died yesterday?
he died yesterday.
Okay.
Bill Nunn, Robbie Robertson died yesterday. I was at a football game and I got a Snapchat.
At a football game?
I don't want to
game.
dive into this, given as the Spider-Man trilogy is my second favorite trilogy.
Second
of
favorite
movies
trilogy ever
of all time.
of all time.
And then Jai Courtney was talking to
Jai Courtney.
some people about
I'm like the hype man of the
Suicide
podcast.
Squad sequels,
Suicide
possibilities,
Squad.
and the possibilities of him being in the Flash movie,
Which would be awesome.
and he really wants that because he liked
that'd be
being with the Flash in Suicide Squad. That movie he was in.
Did you guys see that David Ayer, he said that Captain Boomerang is a brony?
Captain Boomerang is a brony?
Yeah, like canon.
That's why he.
Well, I
had
mean, they
the-
kind of hinted at it in Suicide Squad.
Yeah, but like they didn't say he was a brony. It was more just like,
Hinted?
Didn't they say that was like his fetish?
yeah,
His fetish is...
It's a pony.
Is a
It's like
pony?
a unicorn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's not a unicorn, it's a pony.
No, it was a unicorn.
no, it was a unicorn in the movie.
Did you watch the movie?
But I know it's a pony if you're a brony. It's
Yeah.
not a unicorn.
Aren't they?
They're not unicorns, they're
No,
ponies.
just ponies.
Are they
They're
really?
My Little Ponies.
Yeah,
But
they're just
I thought
ponies.
they had horns.
No,
No, they're ponies.
I think some of them have horns.
Are you
Comment
thinking of a baby
below
elk, which is a
and,
belk?
No.
Is your fetish belking? Do you belk little baby elks?
Belk.
Do you go to the
Quite
northeastern
often.
region and belk elks?
All right, Levi's gone. He's dead. We also cut to a video for this part because that's pretty cool. Also, if you saw on the splash page before, you know we've got social media links added to the splash page. So Zane, go ahead and tell us what those handles are.
Okay, Twitter is Nerd Meets World, but just take all the E's out and put 3's, because that's really cool. It's,
Also, the links are in the description, so he doesn't even have to be
I
doing
don't
this,
have
but
to
he's
say
doing it anyway.
But it's cool. It's cool. Let's see here. Instagram is, I'm pretty sure it's Nerd Meets World. You can just look up Vinwe, which is it's Klingon for nerd.
Also, there are links in the description. Yeah. And Snapchat, run by a very handsome man.
NMW Podcast? Pod? No, NMW Pod, isn't it?
NMWPOD.
It's run by this man right here.
This man, very handsome.
Collared shirt.
Anyway, so we're going to talk about a little bit of Star Wars.
Yeah, let's talk about Star Wars.
Basically, we're going to go through all of the prequels and then the OT, and we're going to name worse things. And for the movies that we actually deem worthy, we're going to name a couple of good things.
Yeah, let's do that.
So let's start with Phantom Menace.
Okay.
Best thing to come out of the Phantom Menace.
Phantom at the Opera.
No, you're
Yes.
wrong,
Yes.
you idiot.
Oh my god!
We discussed this already.
No, we didn't. You said I was right. You said it was a play. You said it was based on the play.
It's not.
Swear to God.
Best
Dalton.
thing to come out of it is Duel of the Fates.
Yeah, let's play it.
We're not going to play it.
Okay, well, you should look it up.
We're going to sing it.
You want to play the link? Dun,
No. I start, and then you come in later. Wait. Just let me start.
no.
Corn the cob. Corn the kebab.
Dun, 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 dun,
Dude, you gotta do it high pitch. It's.
Are you hearing? Do you hear my voice right now?
Do it. Try it. I've got a deep voice too. Mine's pretty raspy. All right, then I'll just do the whole thing.
Dun, dun. Dun, dun.
Okay, that was good enough. I think they got the gist. That's by far the best thing to come out of any prequel movie.
Yeah, I
Not just
really-
Phantom Menace.
Not just. I mean.
Also,
Godfather.
Ewan McGregor as Obi-Wan Kenobi.
I already told you I couldn't go in the ring with McGregor. Me and McGregor wouldn't mix. All right, I'd take him out. 3 GIFs. He's featherweight. I'm heavyweight. All right, let's get that straight. I'm just gonna cut from that. We'll cut to something else.
I want to see Ewan McGregor fight.
Yeah, me too.
You want me to call
It'd
him?
be a great fight scene.
You want me to call him Ewan McGregor?
Yeah, I think that's actually the British pronunciation.
He should also play Constantine, but I know you don't know anything about comics. So we're talking about Star Wars. 'Cause
Is he a
Levi's
werewolf
gone.
killer or a vampire killer?
No, neither. He hunts like demons.
Yeah, vampire killer.
Okay, sure.
Otherworldly stuff.
Yeah, but can you think of anything else good to come out of the Phantom Menace?
Jar Jar Binks.
Fuck you.
He's like Jamaican and Irish. No, he's
No,
like
he's not.
Jamaican and
He's
German.
he's a black stereotype.
He's Jamaican.
No, he's a black stereotype.
He's Germanic. He's No, he's not. He's like how is he?
All the Gungans are black stereotypes.
In what form or fashion?
The way they speak, the way they act,
Really?
the fact that they can jump really high.
Just because Misa sounds like massa doesn't mean anything. Okay?
Yo, no, let's do it in a deep voice. Misa Jar Jar Binks, Misa yo humble servant.
But he doesn't say like that.
Misa Jar Jar Binks, Misa your humble servant.
That sounds more like Arabian.
Okay, anyway. There are
I
racial
feel like-
stereotypes in the Phantom Menace, like those Japanese guys on the ship at the beginning.
Just because they look like fish doesn't
No, they
mean they're
literally talk in Japanese accents.
Hong Kong. Shidiwaka. Shidiwaka. The fried rice. You want the fried rice or the
Shrimp bye-bye.
Bye. My voice is too deep for that.
Yeah, you're not Japanese. Okay, well, we're gonna move on because there's nothing redeemable in the Phantom Menace except for Ewan McGregor as Obi-Wan, even though he doesn't do much, and Duel of the Fates. Let's go on to
Episode
Star Wars
5.
Episode 2.
Yeah, let's get it.
What's the title of that one?
Isn't that Attack of the Clones?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, okay.
I don't watch these movies.
Count
I've seen them-
Dooku. He was probably one thing we can take from that. I love Count Dooku. Dooku.
Oh, we totally fucking skipped over Darth Maul.
Oh, we did. But he dies, so it doesn't matter.
Well, I mean, but he was cool.
Well, I mean, it was cool, but we're not going to take him out. Oh, doesn't Dooku die in Attack of the Clones?
Yeah.
Okay, we can't take him out of that either. He had a curved lightsaber.
The
He was a
lightsaber was
straight
cool,
pimp.
but the scene at the end when he's fighting Yoda made me cringe. Just because they, like, CG'd him onto, like, a younger man's body, and it looked awful.
Really?
Yeah. That's how he was doing all those flips and stuff. So
Maybe
seeing a
Dooku
man,
was like just super ripped and like
He's
youthful.
not.
I feel like he's youthful.
He's not.
How would you know though?
Because Darth Maul shouldn't have died. He should have stayed out throughout the whole prequel trilogy to be the main villain, like Darth Vader was in the OT.
Yeah, I can see that.
Wouldn't it have been awesome?
I mean, yeah, he's the Sith Lord.
A Darth Maul movie would have been awesome.
Oh my God, wasn't Grievous in Revenge of the Sith?
No.
General Grievous wasn't in Revenge of the Sith?
General Grievous's first appearance was actually in the Clone Wars cartoon. Not the one that came on Cartoon Network, one that came out earlier that was full 2D animated. Way better than the one on Cartoon Network. I don't know if you've seen it. The whole
Yeah.
thing's uploaded on YouTube. It's
Really?
amazing.
It is?
Yeah.
Okay.
You should give it a rewatch. All of you should give it a rewatch. It's an amazing, amazing cartoon. It's
Just
also
a great
on,
storyline.
It's also on kisscartoons.com.
It's also on any other site where you can get free things.
Yeah. You can torrent it. I don't care. I'm not the police.
I'm not going to say anything.
No.
You get a narc? I'm not going to snitch.
No.
I'm not. I mean, it's not like we're wearing wires right now.
Sorry, guys. We released some personal information. Sorry, guys. We had to cut it out again.
Another cut.
Another cut.
Didn't make the cut.
Didn't make the cut. Kind of like Yoda's lightsaber.
Oh my god, let's talk about that.
Yeah, Zane, you're for it? Apparently.
Every Jedi Master needs a freaking
He's not.
lightsaber.
No, he doesn't. His whole teaching revolves. Like maybe he has one. But he's
Yeah,
not
but
gonna
when the
use
educator
it.
steps out of the office, he's gonna have a lightsaber.
But he's not going to use it, and he uses it.
Exactly, he used it, so he's gonna use it.
No, he shouldn't have used it. I wish those movies weren't canon.
Yeah, I wish that too. No, I don't.
Those movies suck.
What are you feeding into me?
Honestly, I wish they would remake them.
I think the second trilogy is better than the first trilogy. That's a lie. I don't think that. Sorry. I don't know what's
OT
going on
all
there.
the way.
OT.
If you like the prequels better than the original trilogy, good God, get out of here.
Yeah, OG.
It's OT. It stands for original trilogy.
I'm saying OG for original gangster because that's what all the cool people say.
Yeah, but we're not cool. We're on a podcast talking about Star Wars.
That's pretty cool these days.
Yeah, you're right. Nerds are in now. What are we talking about? Oops, some squeakage. Anyway, so best thing to come out of Attack of the Clones. What's the best thing?
The whole clone thing.
No, but
Boba Fett.
Boba Fett didn't come out of that. Jango Fett did, and Jango Fett was a pussy.
Boba Fett did come out of that.
Boba Fett was already around. I'm talking. They didn't introduce Boba Fett for the first time, unless you're watching them in some back-ass sorts of order. Because you should always watch the original trilogy first.
Excuse me. When did they put Jango Fett in first?
What?
Boba is the next.
Yeah.
So when did they introduce Jango?
And
Jango.
was introduced in Attack of the Clones.
Which
Boba was
before?
introduced in Empire Strikes Back.
They were both introduced into the film series.
Yeah, if you're going in chronological order, but what I'm saying is you should always watch them watch the original trilogy and then watch the prequels.
Well, I mean, if you weren't born after today,
You
you'd
should
have to.
No, you should still watch them.
Well, no, if you weren't born before then,
If you're ever showing someone Star Wars for the first time,
You always have to
let
show
them
them the
watch the
originals.
originals first and then watch the prequels, and then they're going to be introduced to Boba when he's a badass and hunting down Han Solo, and then they're going to be introduced to little baby Boba who picks up his dad's head.
It's not even his dad, isn't it? He's like clone.
It was stupid.
It was kind of weird. I didn't like those aliens with like the little long necks. What the fuck were those called?
They look like spoons.
They did look like
They
spoons.
sat in spoons.
Did they? Oh yeah, they did, and they were like connected to the ceiling.
Dude, they're just soup aliens.
They're soup aliens.
soup aliens.
Soup aliens.
Hashtag soup aliens.
Hashtag lentils. I'll put that in actually. Hashtag lentils. I like
Hashtag
that.
lentils, yeah.
Hashtag
Perfect.
lentil soup
Perfect.
aliens.
Hashtag lentil soup aliens.
Hashtag lentil soup aliens.
If you hashtag us with that, we'll mention you on the next podcast.
Yeah, I'll mention you in the next podcast.
We'll totally mention you on the next podcast.
We'll be like, hey, this guy was like, yo, hashtag lentils. And I was like, what?
No, hashtag...
And you're in it.
No, it's hashtag alien soup lentils.
Okay, hashtag alien soup lentils.
Yeah, it's got to be that. If you just do hashtag lentils,
blank.
you're not getting in.
Okay, yeah. Can't. That's too general, too.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
how many people have hashtag
You know what?
lentils?
We're just going to look for alien and lentils.
Yeah.
Maybe soup. Soup, you'll get like 5+ brownie points.
We're actually going to make you brownies
And we'll send them to you
via P.O. Box.
via email address. We're not actually going to make them. We're going to find pictures and send them to you.
We'll bake brownies and then take pictures of us eating them and send the pictures to you.
It'll be great.
And you can redraw them in anime form.
We can't give it to Levi, though. Levi's
Offended.
pancreas is dead, so we couldn't do that.
Yeah, he can't eat brownies anyway
Yeah, he's got a
because of his stupid pancreas.
stupid dead pancreas living inside of him.
Whatever. You know who else
Sometimes-
has a dead pancreas?
Ew.
That fat guy from Attack of the Clones.
Oh my god, what?
You remember the guy, the diner owner?
Oh, yeah.
The one where the CG
Oh, wait, no. Oh my god, what am I doing? Oh, Dexter's Diner. That's what it's called.
Yeah, when he goes to find out about the bullet, and the guy looks like the CG is unfinished.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Isn't
rough.
it really unfinished?
No.
It's not. It's just a really shitty movie.
Yeah, it was just
Who
a
would've
really
thought?
shitty CGI. Kind of like Anyway, we'll talk about what I was about to say later.
Okay, I just pull it up and it's Andrew Dolan.
So I literally can't think of a single good thing to come out of Attack of the Clones.
Honestly, I don't think anything did.
Levi doesn't seem to think that it's the worst.
Dun 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 dun. That was one of the songs that came out. That we can take from that. That's a really good song.
That was a pretty good song.
That's a pretty good
But
song.
other than that, I really don't think there's anything good. Maybe the scene where Anakin goes and just kills all of the Sand People.
I was actually kind of sad when that happened.
But it was badass.
It was badass, but I was kind of sad when that happened.
And he was like screaming, and then he came back.
Oh.
And he was talking to Padme, and he was like,
No,
I
young
killed
Padme
them.
and young Anakin, the sexual tension.
No,
Let's take
that
that.
relationship was awful.
I liked it, though.
Dude, it was so forced.
There was so much tension.
It literally felt so forced.
Aren't all relationships forced? though?
No. No.
Yeah, they are.
Han and Leia is the perfect example of a great relationship in Star Wars, and it actually felt natural.
I like how if you didn't already know, like if you were just watching like the old trilogy, the OTs, but like when they were coming out, and you didn't know, like I just realized all the all the reveals and shit like that. Like like you wouldn't know that. So like
No,
in the fifth one where she kisses Luke, where Leia kisses Luke, you wouldn't know that's incest. You would be
No.
like, what? Well, okay. I mean, I'd like to see that, and then you're like, oh my god. What?
Yeah, that was done very last minute, the
Very
whole brother
last
and
minute.
sister thing.
Very last minute.
But it's still kind of cool. I don't really mind the kissing. A lot of people like really hate it and are like super against it. I don't personally mind it that much. I think there are better ways they could have done it, but there are also way worse ways.
I mean, honestly, I think that way's a decent way.
Yeah, I mean,
Kind of
like,
adds humor to it.
yeah, and that's one thing that the original trilogy did so much better.
It
than
also
the
adds
prequels.
tension between Han and Luke,
Exactly.
it was pretty good.
Like at the end when Leia tells Luke that, or when Leia tells Han that she loves Luke, when Han's like, so you love him? And Leia's like, yes. And he's like, alright, that's fine, I'll leave y'all two alone and y'all can do your sexy naughty time. And he's like, no, he's my brother.
Oh, because I mean, you gotta love your brother. It's
Yeah.
your brother. Some shit like that.
Oh my god, I want to watch the original trilogy. Let's go to the third movie, because the only good thing I can take out of it is Anakin killing the Sand People.
How's that a good thing?
Because it was awesome. It really showed him turning to the dark side very slowly.
The Sand People are the Native Americans.
Exactly.
Of Tatooine.
Exactly. And it really shows him become... The way you have to view it is that's Anakin's kind of slow fall to the dark side, which is one way the prequels failed. It was like bam, now he's evil. But if you watch that scene, you can see him slowly becoming evil. Because you have to remember that he is Darth Vader.
He's super evil.
Yeah.
Super bad.
Dude, he kills children. Fucking children.
When does he kill children?
In the third movie, which we're going to talk about right now.
Okay, yeah, let's talk about it. Done?
All right.
Yeah, let's talk about it. Okay. Wait, weren't we just talking about the third one? Or we were on two?
We were on two.
Okay, so the third one, I mean...
The opening scene everybody praises because it looks like it's one constant shot. Kind of like Birdman, but only for one scene.
I love Birdman.
But you know how Birdman, it was shot like it was one continuous shot and never cut, right?
Birdman, oh yeah.
But that's kind of how the opening scene...
Well, I mean, it wasn't... It was more...
Birdman, that was the artistic style they were
The
going for.
cinematography for it was very good with the whole, continuous shot.
Yeah, the whole movie seems
it-
like one continuous shot.
It was more broken up between where it wasn't like... It was a very long shot. It wasn't very continuous is what you're trying... Yeah, I get what you're saying. It was more of a follow shot. You know what I'm talking about?
Well, oh fuck, I can't. What's the third one called? Even I forgot.
Revenge of the Sith?
Revenge of the Sith. I don't know how I forgot that. I only know the old ones.
He only knows the good ones.
I only know the good ones. But in Revenge of the Sith, the whole opening scene, the whole space battle, is done like a continuous shot, which would be crazy impressive if
Oh
it
my
was
God.
practical effects.
Who played the old Battlefront on the PlayStation 2?
Oh, dude. Battlefront 2?
Do you remember the space battles? Do you remember how fun those were?
Battlefront 2 was better than the first Battlefront.
Of course. Do you remember when... Okay, so Battlefront 2, what was it? It was always the objective... I can't remember which game it was, but it was always one of them where you have to... you'd, like, fight off the invading fleet to your ship, and then you have to go onto the opposing ship and then go into the what is it, the core?
Yes,
and you have to blow up the
and
core,
you have to blow up the
and
core.
you have to escape. And that was like one of the best thing I've ever played.
Yep.
There needs to be something more. It's more of an adventure.
I've actually been replaying it recently.
Have you really?
Yeah, because you can get it for free online now.
Yeah,
super easy. And playing on your PC. I've been playing that level. Oh my god.
It's so good.
It's
and
so
they
good.
Actually, and the way they did the story mode, it was like one of those story modes where it was like, we don't really need a story mode, but hey, guess what? We're going to put in a story mode. And it was actually good. I liked it.
Yeah, oh, it was great. But back to the movie. The movie is kind of that same type of deal. They have to go into the ship and destroy the core, also save Palpatine.
Palpatine.
Who isn't Darth Sidious. And then
Darth
Anakin... Oh, Dooku didn't die in Episode 2. He did die in Episode 3 because Anakin cut his head off.
Right.
Do it. 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 Skywalker could be a mighty ally if we turned them to the dark
I like
side.
how he has like that alter ego.
Yeah, I think he's one of the things that we can definitely take out as a good thing from the prequels because he just has so much fun with the role.
He does, and they almost play it off like going to the dark side is like a disease.
Yeah, and like I almost see it as more of a drug.
That's I see
because he has so much fun.
I can see what you're saying.
And he was peer pressured into it.
That's true. Because he was, hey dude, take this J. What's in it? I don't know. Just do it or you're square.
All the cool kids are doing it. All the cool Jedis are coming to the dark side, homie.
Yeah, bro. You don't need that green lightsaber. Trade in for a nice red.
It was blue.
one. I'm talking about in what is it? The 6th one where he's like, I see you have the new what is it? It's like he's talking about the new lightsaber, but it's when Luke had it and it was the green one. He was like, I see you have the new updates.
Oh, okay. Wait,
These
what?
updates. You don't remember when he meets
yes,
him on the
yes,
ship?
Yes, okay, when Vader
Come over to
turning
the
Luke.
dark
Yeah.
side, and I won't have to kill you.
Great movie.
Great movie.
Great movie.
The Ewoks. That's probably the best part. That's what we're going to take from Episode 6. The Ewoks. And Ghost Luke and Ghost Anakin.
But the Ewoks should have totally been Wookiees. How much more badass would it have been if they went to Kashyyyk or Kashyyyk and all of Chewbacca's home like village was the one battling the Empire?
Dude, the like it's almost like a metaphor for like the underdogs.
No, it's a metaphor for like I don't want to say Native Americans, but like
Innocence?
no, that primitive like civilizations and how they can still take down this huge empire. That's what they were going for, but that's what Wookiees are.
No.
I think it would have been awesome if they were Wookiees.
Wookiees just remind me of giant Great Danes who are
Exactly.
really shaggy walking around.
Exactly.
Although Chewie, I would have loved to see Chewie with all his like brethren. I don't know why they're not. The Wookiees aren't utilized. They're not utilized enough.
They use them in Episode 3, which can be one of the things we take away, because that scene was pretty cool.
That scene was pretty cool. They go
Now, granted, having Yoda know Chewbacca was kind of weird.
back. Not really,
I think it was kind of weird.
because how old? Yoda's like 3,000.
900.
900. Yeah, he's like 900 years old, which is like a quarter of what I was saying. But still, I mean, he's probably going to meet some people along the way.
Yeah, but he's not going to meet anybody that's going to be a main character.
You met Luke.
Yeah, later.
Still.
And also as a baby.
Really?
Yeah. Obi-Wan and
Baby.
Yoda were the ones who hid the babies.
I thought it was just Obi.
Well, yeah,
I
but
thought it was just like he's
Yo-
the retarded son.
Yoda-
It was just Obi.
Yoda was in on the process.
Yoda's like a fundamental character. Can we take Yoda from one of them?
We'll take Yoda from Empire Strikes Back.
All right, moving on to Episode 4, New Hope.
No, we've got some more stuff to talk about. The bad stuff
Oh God, let's not go to the cons.
in Episode 3. Bad stuff in Episode 3. The score wasn't quite as good as the previous two prequels, which have some of the best music ever composed for a Star Wars movie. Maybe the
For
best.
a movie,
For a movie, period.
it's very good.
Yeah.
It's like Stranger Things.
I still haven't seen it.
So good.
Let's don't talk about it.
11 dies in the end.
Well, thanks.
That's not true.
Okay. Well, I don't know who that is, but still. So let's take away some bad things. I do want to mention, kind of like we already did, that Anakin's fall was way too quick.
Like his fall to the dark side?
Yeah, super quick.
I feel like since you had all the movies with him before, You basically had 2 movies as him innocent, and then 1 movie him falling.
Yeah,
I
super
feel like that's
quickly.
I mean, that's enough.
No.
of a trade-off.
There should have been. They should have utilized in episode 2 as he was killing the Sand People. They should have utilized that as him slowly falling to the dark side, and then had him slowly falling to the dark side throughout all of episode 3, and then at the end his switch doesn't seem so snap-necky. Because I almost feel like I was getting whiplash whenever he switched. Because, like, literally the scene before...
Oh, that's true.
The scene before, he was like... He went and got Mace Windu so that he could, like, kill the Emperor.
Only one with a purple lightsaber. Let's talk about that.
That's stupid.
It's
Purple
really
lightsaber's stupid.
I mean, honestly, though, it's like... He's got a purple lightsaber and he's black.
Because black people like purple.
Purple Kool-Aid.
Anyway, so he gets Mace Windu to come and kill the Emperor, and then when Mace Windu decides to kill the Emperor, Anakin's like, no, and then he pushes him out a window.
Oh, yeah.
Stupid.
Now that I'm thinking about it, I see what you're saying. I was like...
It was very rushed.
Yeah, it was very rushed. I don't know, but I don't know if, like, a slow fall would have been better.
I think a slow fall would have been better. Not necessarily
slowly turning, because then you would have anticipated it.
Well,
You'd
yeah,
been like,
but
oh my god,
you anticipated
it just
it
happened
anyway.
already.
Because they foreshadowed it throughout
Exactly.
everything.
That's why they want to turn it. Go on.
No, they foreshadowed it throughout the whole thing. Like, literally, when he
And
was...
exactly. Think about all that foreshadow after.
When
like,
he was a
just
kid, they literally played
slowly.
the Imperial March over him as little kid Anakin.
Dum, 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 dum,
Dum, dum, dum, dum, dum, dum, dum, dum, dum, dum, dum, dum, dum, dum, dum, dum, dum, dum, dum, dum, dum, dum, dum, dum, dum, dum, dum, dum, Anyway, so yeah, his fall was a bit too quick. Let's move on to
Segue.
episode 4, which isn't episode 4. It's just simply Star Wars.
New Hope.
It's just simply Star Wars. Which brings me back to one of the worst things to come out of this movie, and that is the special edition changes. Have you seen the non-special edition? We'll have to watch it sometime.
The non-special edition
Yeah.
or the special edition?
The non-special edition.
Yeah, I've seen the non-special edition.
Well, they're not available to purchase anywhere.
What are you talking about, the non-special edition?
Basically, the versions that were released in theaters.
In theaters, yeah.
That you can't get them.
I was born then.
No, you weren't.
Like 35. Just kidding. Haven't seen them. Have you?
Yes. I've got a digital copy of... There's a fan edit out there by a man. His name slips me right now. It's called the Despecialized Edition. Go check out all the forums. See if you can find you a copy. It's pretty difficult to obtain, but once you do, it is worth it. It's so cool just to see these original versions of the movie, and it really just shows you how awful the special edition changes are.
Was it good in the beginning?
Yeah, it was just... I mean, you've seen the special editions, and you know how awesome it is. It's even better.
Oh, that'd be great.
Yeah, you know that Jabba the Hutt scene where Jabba the Hutt basically says exactly what Greedo already said, and the animation is awful?
Yeah.
That's not in the movie at all. That scene's not even in there. And it really builds the anticipation. You're like, well, what does Jabba look like? Oh my god, who is this Jabba guy that they keep mentioning? And then when Jabba shows up in episode 6, he's like, Montano Maki Solo. And then you're like, whoa, that looks awesome.
And he's like these little slave girls with their hair and full like
Yeah,
tails.
Empire Strikes Back is the least changed of all of the movies. They actually didn't change much at all.
You don't have to change that. It's literally like
well, the
all
reason
set
George
and
Lucas
off, and it's
didn't
so
change
good.
it is because he didn't direct that one.
I like that one.
That's my favorite one.
That's the best one.
There are a lot of changes in all of the movies. Some of them are just like redoing sound effects, and sometimes the sound effects like overcome the score, and you can't even really hear the score as well. There are some scenes where characters, like in the cantina scene, a lot of the characters look completely different because in the special edition they were CG'd over.
That's terrible.
The worst.
Who shot first?
Han.
He did shoot first.
That's one of those changes that George Lucas made.
Wasn't
George
it
Lucas,
though in the original on whatever? Didn't
Specialized.
Didn't Greedo shoot first?
No, Han shot first in the original, and then George Lucas changed it to have Greedo shoot first.
Nice. That's nice.
It's not nice. It sucks.
Why does it suck?
Because they won't release the non-original version to the public. It's for the water fountain.
Oh, okay. Water fountain?
Yeah, we have a water fountain.
Talking about Okay.
But that's one of the changes they made. But by far, that's my least favorite change. But by far, my second has to be, there's this one scene, you know the scene where R2-D2 is hiding from Obi-Wan? Or
Yeah.
from Old Ben?
Yeah.
They CG'd a rock over R2. Like, it's pointless.
Hide over this rock, R2.
No, he hid behind the rock, and it made the gap to where R2 literally couldn't get in there.
This sounds really stupid. Can we just move on from episode 4?
No, I mean, because there are great things we have to take out of it, like the score. Actually, we don't even have to talk about the good things, because the whole movie is good things with occasional flaws.
That's true.
Let's talk about some things that aren't good, that don't have anything to do with the special editions. Just some things like story-wise that aren't good in this movie, because that's never really talked about.
The Force.
I'm going to go ahead and say it. It's got to be the ending, how easy it was for them to destroy the Death Star. Like,
Isn't that easy?
Like, it was like a video game boss where, like, you hit him in the right spot and you kill him.
It's not a video game boss. There are no right spots to hit a video game boss.
Like old school video game boss, like a Nintendo boss.
That is not how Nintendo bosses worked.
Yeah, dude, if you jump over Bowser and hit the axe, it's going to knock the bridge out from under him and he's going to die.
Do you know how hard that was?
Dude, I play that game frequently.
And do you know how hard it was the first time you ever played it?
Okay, but still, it almost felt cheap.
Yeah, it was pretty short. I wanted to see like a whole battle.
Yeah. Another thing, the lack of wars.
In Star Wars.
Exactly.
I feel like it's just one big war that
Now,
they're fighting.
But just don't get us wrong. This is an amazing movie.
It's
Amazing film.
Amazing movie. Great film.
But it had some weak moments.
I mean, all films have weak points.
Empire Strikes Back, however, does not have any weak points. It's only amazing. Other than the occasional special edition change. Which it's actually, I can't even say that. It's got my favorite special edition change of all time. The only one that I don't mind. And that's in Cloud City with Lando. Mm-hmm. You know those windows that line all the walls?
Yeah.
In the original, they were just white walls.
Oh, yeah, because then you can see Cloud City.
And you couldn't see Cloud City. They added windows, and it just makes the whole place feel more open. I actually like that change, and I don't mind it in the movie. Granted, I still prefer the original, but I mean, I don't mind that at all.
I don't mind that at all. It actually adds... Well... I mean, I don't really see how that could really affect anything.
No, it doesn't affect anything story-wise.
Just the feel.
None of the changes do.
That's good. I mean, that's the changes, so it doesn't affect anything. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
But great things to come out of this movie. Oh my god, from the reveal of Darth Vader being Luke's father to the Wampa scene at the beginning of the movie, the whole Hoth scene. The whole scene on Hoth.
Hoth is like 75% of the movie.
Dude, it's just in the opening scene.
Which is like 50 to like 75% of it.
No.
Well, like, no, I'm not saying like the story. Like, I'm saying the best part of it.
Oh, yeah. The Hoth battle is amazing.
It's like 75%.
Yeah, it's like 75% the greatest thing.
Greatest thing.
Oh my god! And then the Wampa scene especially, where Luke just Luke just cuts off his arm. That's another thing that they changed in the special edition. They added more clips of the Wampa, which is another thing. They call it the Jaws effect.
Okay.
Right? Basically, in Jaws, you know how the shark wouldn't work. So they had to use a lot of scenes where you couldn't see the shark, and it was just the music swelling, so you knew the shark was there.
Yeah.
Right? And then when you finally saw the shark, you were like, oh my god, it's a shark!
Holy shite.
Right, and then that's basically how they did it in Star Wars. They couldn't... it was a man in a suit, was the Wampa. And, which looked fine. Mm-hmm. It still looks fine in all of the... In the special edition changes, they got another man in a suit to do it.
Another man in the suit.
But basically, you didn't see him until the very end when he's about to attack Luke. That was the first time you saw the Wampa.
That's great.
Yeah.
I like that.
It's pretty awesome.
It's pretty great.
So let's move on to Return of the Jedi, which I have to say, love this movie. It's the worst of the prequels. I mean, it's the worst. I like it. I love it. It's the worst of the original trilogy.
I really like Return of the Jedi.
I did. I love Return of the Jedi.
But-
it's still the weakest of the original trilogy.
I would go 1,
goes
5,
Empire.
2, 4, then 6.
What?
1, Empire Strikes Back. 2, A New Hope. 3, definitely Return of the Jedi.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
Because you don't get any better than Return
But
of
it's
the Jedi.
still a great movie. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Yeah. Like, you can't really place it.
It's an amazing movie.
I feel like it...
It's just not. It's
for
not
me,
as good.
My opinion, it probably level... no, it doesn't.
No, I have to say the opening scene is one of the coolest ever in a movie period. Where not necessarily like I don't know, like the whole thing, like when they're going to rescue Han and like Luke's like all like badass Jedi and he's talking to Jabba the Hutt. You know what I'm talking about? And he's like, I will trade you my droids for Han Solo.
Oh, yeah, that's when he becomes like, you're like, oh, he's a captain now. He's like,
Yeah,
fine.
like
Yeah.
he is a Jedi.
He's a leader.
And then he gets I don't remember what the creature's called, but he gets tossed down in that pit.
Oh, yeah, with the... what I got...
I used to know the name, but things are slipping me.
They were like, not the... I can't remember. I don't remember. It's like some...
I don't remember either.
It's cool, though.
It was awesome. And then Luke like fought it, and he like beat it
Leia
with that
Slave
rock.
Girl. Oh,
Oh
my god.
god.
And then you're like, Dick's like... It's like that.
Slave Leia.
Slave Leia.
And then when she chokes Jabba, that was badass.
That was really badass.
But by far the coolest thing is what's the pit
What
called?
even is Jabba?
He's a Hutt. That's why he's Jabba the Hutt.
No, that's like his title.
That's his last name. But the Hutts are all they're ever referred to as. Anyway,
No, but like his species. Is
I don't know
the-
his species.
That's what he's like. Just a space slug.
He's
What if he
kind
was
of
like-
like
he used to be like
he's
younger,
a
like,
political boss.
He's very smart.
No, he's really like a mob boss, basically.
Mob boss?
Yeah.
He's just like a giant slug. I mean, someone could take him out.
No, that's literally what he is in Star Wars. He's like a mob boss. He like controls all of the imports and exports of like
So
illegal things.
fat. He's so fat.
Yeah, but that's why Han owed him money because he was smuggling for him, and then he
Yeah.
tossed the shipment
The thing
because
about
he was being boarded by the Empire.
I'm just thinking about how squishy he probably is.
Yeah, but he also tied Leia up as a slave.
He didn't tie Leia up,
He did. He can move.
but he didn't tie Leia up. You know he had one of his buff henchmen because he's probably like, bisexual.
Those big like green
He's
henchmen.
like,
Anyway, what was I gonna say? Oh, and then the Sarlacc pit. Luke's about to jump off of that diving board, like straight into the Sarlacc pit, and then as he's jumping, he catches the end and he flings himself up, and R2 shoots out the lightsaber, and Luke grabs it, and then he starts just killing people. Yeah, awesome scene.
It's a great scene.
My least favorite part of the movie is the Ewoks.
I love the Ewoks.
I like the Ewoks. They should have been Wookiees.
The Wookiees are very underutilized, but still, I like the Ewoks. I mean,
They should have been. They should have been Wookiees.
But it shows, like, it's so much more badass if you have, like, a bunch of little teddy bears running around in their loincloths, taking down, like, this giant intergalactic empire. Think about how cool that is. Other than,
They
like,
could have
these
done that with
giant
Ewoks.
greyhounds who are, like, obviously going to tear two people. Like, they're, like, 8 feet tall.
Yeah, but imagine how awesome it would have been to see like one Ewok just pick up a stormtrooper by the leg, and the other one grab his head and they rip him in half.
Quartering. That would be nice.
Exactly. Plus, they could be like swinging from like vines.
A Quentin Tarantino. Star Wars film.
A Quentin Tarantino Star Wars film.
Quentin Tarantino Star Wars film.
That should happen.
SW.
What's your
Me
least
too.
favorite part of Return of the Jedi?
Probably when he's getting when he's getting electrocuted by the Emperor, and then Darth Vader has like a change of heart. And he's like, oh, okay, I'm gonna fuck him up, and he's like, and he starts taking him.
When he starts screaming, "No,
no,
no!" That's a special edition change.
really?
Yep. In the original, he looks at Luke. He looks at the Emperor. He looks at Luke. He looks at the Emperor, and then he pushes the Emperor off the cliff.
That's dope.
Yeah, they also CG'd out Darth Vader's eyebrows.
I like Darth Vader.
Yeah, who doesn't?
He's the Dark Prince. I like him a lot.
They also CG'd over the actor who played the actor who played Anakin under the Darth Vader suit.
Mm-hmm.
Like when he takes his helmet off at the end, when it's his ghost, they CG'd over that guy's head and put Hayden Christensen's
Yeah, I
head
remember
over.
that. I remember that.
Yeah, stupid
Which I
special
think is-
editions.
I think is okay.
I don't, because Luke didn't know what his dad looked like young.
But
He doesn't recognize that guy.
it's not him. You know what I'm saying? It's what he wanted. He's gonna be young Luke, or that's how not young.
Then
Luke,
why
young
isn't
Anakin.
Obi-Wan young Obi-Wan, and why isn't
Isn't it? And I'm pretty sure it is in the.
It's not.
Look it up. I'm pretty sure.
No, I swear it's not.
Are you sure?
Yeah, because I have
I'm
them on.
pretty sure it's
I have the special editions on DVD.
I'm pretty sure I've seen a picture of it.
It's not. Just look up ending to Return of the Jedi. Just look up Return of the Jedi Ghost. It's
Well,
not.
maybe it would be older Anakin.
It should be older Anakin.
Well, what if it is older Anakin? They just don't have a thing for older Anakin, so they put Hayden Christensen in.
But they put Hayden Christensen over older Anakin. They had older Anakin in the original, and then they CG'd over him with Hayden Christensen. Not even the whole body, just his head.
Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of stupid.
Yeah.
I just think
We need to get together and watch the original trilogy. The despecialized edition.
DOTs?
I've got a projector.
Oh, yeah, you do have a projector.
We should do it outside at night.
Yeah, let's do that outside at night.
I've got a big I've got a big white tarp.
Big white tarp?
We can hang it up.
2 dudes?
Yeah, 2 dudes with a
3
big white
movies?
tarp. I mean, we'll do them like days at a time.
Force Awakens.
That's Force Awakens. I forgot. We have to talk about it. Bad things are Finn.
Yeah, I fucking hate Finn.
I fucking hate
It's not
Finn.
even Finn, it's FM.
FN 2187. 2187.
2187. Exactly.
You know that was what was it? No, 2187 is something else in Star Wars. I want to say it's Leia's holding cell in A New Hope.
It is.
Yep.
I've seen that. It
Daniel Craig was a stormtrooper in The Force Awakens.
is. Daniel Craig is?
Yeah. And
I saw that too.
his stormtrooper name was JB-007.
I saw that.
It's awesome.
That's really cool.
Well, thanks for checking out this episode of the Nerd Meets World podcast. I've been Dalton Barrett.
I've been Zane. Gannon.
And we'll see you next time when we meet again right here. I love you guys.
Love you guys. Bing, bing, bing.